By not bringing one person into being, you avoid that specific instance of suffering, but you don't eliminate suffering itself. Another I will still be imposed, bearing its own burdens. If I were never born, the subjective awareness that is me wouldn't be tied to this life's struggles, say, as a person facing hardship, but it might instead manifest in another form, perhaps as a creature enduring its own challenges or a person in different circumstances. Suffering, as Benatar frames it, remains unavoidable, rendering the choice not to procreate moot in the broader scope of consciousness. If someone says, I'd rather have been born as a wealthy person with an easier life than a poor one who suffers often, that's a valid sentiment, and I empathize deeply. But GSC shows that escaping suffering altogether isn't an option. Subjectivity and its attendant pains will always find a home. But Benatar's asymmetry argument isn't about specific lives. It asks us to see each person as a walking embodiment of pain, like the word pain strolling down the street, not as unique individuals with distinct experiences. So, while I agree some births are wrong, Benatar's framework sidesteps particularities, treating all lives as interchangeable units of suffering. That's where GSC steps in, revealing why escaping subjectivity and its pains is futile. Operating within Benatar's framework, where each life is a unit of suffering on his grid, GSC reveals that preventing one birth doesn't eliminate subjective awareness or suffering. It just shifts where the I appears. Consciousness is persistent. If it's not one life, it's another, not as a causal chain, but as an inevitable fact. GSC isn't forcing beings into existence. It's describing the reality that subjective awareness keeps arising, making suffering an inescapable part of the deal. Benatar's antinatalism assumes you can opt out of suffering by not procreating. But GSC shows that's impossible as long as consciousness exists. A logical person would see these flaws, no subject in non-existence, no escape from subjectivity, and conclude that Benatar's argument, while thought-provoking, doesn't hold up. GSC just makes the case airtight.